From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Friday, December 22nd, 2017. Silver is trading at $16.21 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,269 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 4.5 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $13,125. AntiWar.com reports President Trump's threat to defund all foreign aid recipients who voted against the U.S. at the UN General Assembly on the Jerusalem question appears to have had little to no impact, with the vote ending up in an embarrassingly high 128-9 defeat for the United States. While Trump appeared earlier in the week to be salivating at saving money by sticking it to those who voted against him, the fact is that materially every major recipient of U.S. aid, except obviously for Israel, either voted against the U.S. or in a few rare cases abstained. This included yes votes from the entire Muslim world, including major U.S. aid recipients like Jordan, Egypt, and Afghanistan. Voting with the U.S. were mostly sparsely populated smaller countries along with Guatemala and Honduras. It's hard to imagine then that the U.S. can give any impression of following through on Trump's threat, since the reality of the situation is that this would mean virtually the end of U.S. foreign aid in one fell swoop.
For over 40 years, Robertson Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals. Gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. They don't feed the banks. They're Bitcoin preferred and have removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Robertson Roberts Brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co.
UPI reports grocers Aldi and Kroger are recalling 4 types of apples because of concerns of possible listeria contamination from a supplier. The apples were shipped between December 11th and last Saturday by Jack Brown Produce from one of its growers, Nyblad Orchards in Kent City, Michigan, after routine sampling by the orchard found listeria, according to the FDA. The FDA said no illnesses had been reported. Jack Brown Produce said in a statement Tuesday, Jack Brown Produce Incorporated has ceased the distribution of any further products processed by Nyblad Orchard as the FDA and the company continue their investigation as to what caused the problem. Aldi sold Fuji, Gala, Golden Delicious, and Honeycrisp apples in Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, South Carolina, and North Carolina starting December 13th, and includes apples sold through its grocery delivery service Instacart in Atlanta, Georgia. Kroger sold large and lunchbox-sized Fuji and lunchbox-sized Galas between December 12th and Tuesday. Consumers who had purchased the recalled apples under the brand name Apple Ridge between the recall dates are urged to destroy the product and contact Jack Brown Produce for a refund.
In 2115 New England, there are no borders, no states, and no regulations, yet never has a more peaceful and prosperous place existed. Faced with the prospect of waning power, Mr. Drake intends to replace the anarchy of New England with a government. Anarchy in New England by Joe Jarvis is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores.
Reuters reports a random drawing to decide tied elections is a little-known tradition of American democracy. Next week, the process will determine control of the Virginia House of Delegates after a recount and court battle left Republican incumbent lawmaker David Yancey and Democratic challenger Shelley Simons tied at 11,608 votes apiece. Republicans hold a 50-49 advantage in the 100-seat chamber, and a Simons victory would force a power-sharing arrangement between the parties. At least 32 states call for a random drawing to resolve some type of election, such as municipal races, according to a Reuters review of state laws and research done by the National Conference of State Legislatures in 2014. Other states put the decision in the hands of the legislature or require a runoff. Hawaii has perhaps the most unusual method of deciding a tie election, using a calculation called election rate points that rewards candidates who registered higher turnout in voting precincts. While Idaho mandates a coin toss, most states that provide for random drawings do not specify the mechanism. Elections in a number of states in recent years have been decided by pulling names from a hat, drawing straws, or grabbing colored wooden blocks from a bag. In Virginia, the chairman of the state's election board, James Alcorn, said on Thursday that each candidate's name would be written onto an equal number of pieces of paper and then placed into old film canisters. The canisters would then go into a bowl and be shaken before a board member picks one out and declares a winner. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.